Hi, my name is Johnny and I'm one of the PMMs here at Checkpoint CloudGuard, and today we're going to demonstrate the power of cloud-agnostic self-adaptive firewall rules that span multiple clouds, from AWS, Azure, and GCP to Nutanix and OpenStack, and pretty much any other cloud you can imagine. And because we're a hybrid mesh firewall, the same applies to on-prem hardware, making it the perfect choice for heterogeneous environments that span multi- and hybrid cloud environments, all using a single management console with built-in support for multiple secure connectivity tools. And to demonstrate these self-adaptive cloud-agnostic CloudGuard rules, we're going to explore a case where I have developers' virtual desktop VMs on a self-hosted on-prem Nutanix cluster that requires inter-cloud access to a database server in AWS. Specifically, I have this virtual machine here in Nutanix, and if I go to categories, you can see it's labeled as VDI devs. Now, on AWS, I have this production MySQL instance, and if I go to tags, you can see it's tagged with production DBs under environments. Now, at this point in a classical firewall world, we would create a bunch of rules based on network objects. In other words, IP paths. So you'll have some IP ranges and masks for the VDI in the source, and some IP paths going to your AWS DB server as a destination, and you'd obviously try to constrain the connection at layer 7 to accept only MySQL. But now there's a question. What happens if I want to add more VMs to my VDI? Or more database servers, or expand regions, or maybe even move from AWS to some other cloud provider? I mean, if I have new or changed IPs, then my rules will break or won't apply. So every change will need manual reconfiguration of my gateway rules, right? Well, let's see how we can overcome this problem. And for that, I'll create a new rule here and give it the same name, but suffix it with auto, because this rule will be automatic. Now, let's again set a source, but instead of going by network, we're going to import from Nutanix the category that labels my developers' VMs. So, click Categories, scroll down to VDIs, and you can see my devs VDI here. And if you look here, you can already see that we resolve the IP addresses automatically. So now, no matter what changes, the policy will adapt with no manual intervention. Also, if you want to add VMs, all you need to do is label them with the right Nutanix category, and you're good to go. The policy will apply to them out of the box. Now we have the AWS destination to take care of. And there we'll use the tags that I showed you before. But before that, let me just set here the MySQL service. Allow it, and log. And now in the destination, we'll import objects from AWS here. Go to my tags, select environment tags, and if I extend this, you can see my production DBs. So let's select it. And that's it. So now, just like with Nutanix, anytime any object with this tag is added, the rule will apply to it, with all the IPs resolved for you with no manual intervention. So to sum up, CloudGuard eliminates the maintenance burden and risk of static IP-based firewalling, taking you from the age of appliances to the age of the cloud, with policies that track and scale with your dynamic infrastructure across cloud types, vendors, and providers. No rewrites and no drift. So your policies stay accurate and up to date at all times with no manual intervention, ensuring continuous compliance, lower operational costs, and of course, the best security across the entire industry based on independent benchmarks. So, if you'd like to learn more and get a live demo, please visit our website at checkpoint.com or search for Checkpoint CloudGuard.